Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to...
Now, but before we proceed, you have repeatedly mentioned your uncle, your uncle, your uncle. I want to believe that this your uncle has a name. What is his name?
Oh, it's Chris Ebie. Chris Ebie,
Chris
yeah.
Ebie. All right, all
Yes.
right. I just thought, it would be nice for us to properly contextualize that. All right, now we said we are going to be looking at your Nollywood story. Now, I need you to tell us what Nollywood like when you started.
Oh, wow. Nollywood. It wasn't Nollywood when we started in the 90s. It wasn't Nollywood. It was just TV. It was film, whatever. Film, we were just acting. And when we started, it was definitely not like this. It has grown tremendously. When we started, it was like a family. We were just like family of artists, that loved, had passion for what we were doing, and we were out to succeed. We just enjoyed what we were doing. We worked together as family. I remember we used to go for production, maybe go to a house. I remember us going to this house, and in the evening, the man would not allow us to stay overnight. And we had arranged that we were going to stay and shoot through the night. And in the evening, he said, no, the ladies can stay, but the men need to leave. He was scared probably because, the crowd, the way the team is always so large, So the poor man said, I'm sorry, but no, the ladies can stay, but the men need to leave. So we all decided that, we are going to leave. We can't leave the men to live alone. And the production boss had gone because normally he drops us there, go and come back the next morning. So I remember us walking. We walked from there in Aguda, somewhere in Aguda. We walked to the studio, Kingsley Ogolo studio. What is it called again on Adeni Robusaya?
Clean.
Yes. I remember we walked there in the middle of the night. We all walked there, got there, and crashed in the studio. If you sit down, if you get a seat, you just sit there and sleep. And we were just all like a family. And the next morning, we just had the driver come and take us back to the location, So then we were working with passion. We were working with a lot of energy, We didn't have so much money. We were cutting corners. The money was not there for the productions, but we managed what we had, and we helped each other. Like if you had an uncle that have a big house or a good house, you go and help. Oh, okay, Dolly, your production. Okay, have this person. I can beg them for their house, and the cars. We just helped each other without thinking about the money. You understand? All we wanted was success for each other. So we went through a lot. But the main thing was that we were happy doing it because we had the passion. This was what we wanted to do, and we were out there to succeed, and we just kept going.
Now, what is your take on the current state of Nollywood?
Currently, I think Nollywood has grown. I'm really, really, really proud of what they have become. They are doing very well. I see, a lot of opportunities, a lot of films, a lot of, provisions for them, like from television houses, giving them money to make films, short movies or low budget movies, So I see a lot of growth in Nollywood, but I believe that we are still growing. There is still a lot to be done, I want to see collaborations, you understand, from what do you call them, Bollywood, Hollywood, you understand, our people, our artists being recognized abroad, internationally, not just in Nigeria. Like if you went to America and called a name, they will be recognized even on the streets. You understand? That is where our aim, that is where we are going, collaborating with the Western world and coming up with very massive productions, you understand, that we go in cinema here and abroad, not just here, you know. So I see them growing. I see it's just broad now, you know. It's really massive now, and I believe there's a vision and they're going places.
You've been acting now for decades. What would you say has kept you going?
Oh God, I think it's the passion, you know, it's the passion that keeps you going. I remember when I got to England, when I moved, you know, and after a while, I thought I had a little boy then, and I thought I wouldn't have because England in UK is different, the lifestyle is different, it's DIY, you do it yourself. There is no help, there is no house help or anything. You do everything yourself. You take your child to school, you bring them back, so you walk around your child. You understand? So I remember I got a job in a telephone company. You know, my first job was in a telephone company where we sold phone, you know, and stuff like that. So I was working 9 to 3 because my son we closed at 3 o'clock, and we lived very close. The school was very close to the house, so I gave him a spare key. Go open the door, go into the house, you know, and I will be on my way back anyway, you know. So we meet there, and I remember doing so well in this job, you know. I even got promoted and everything. And one day I was sitting there, I said, what am I doing here? This is not me. What am I selling? You understand? I wasn't a salesperson. Inside, my passion was still my movies, my films. This is something I enjoy to do, and I do it with or without money. You get what I mean? When you have a passion for something,
Yeah.
you're out there, not just for the money, you want to do it because you love doing it. It's like you are being paid for doing what you want to do. It's like you are being paid for playing around. That's how you feel. When you get your dream job, you understand? You do it with that passion, and you don't even feel anything. You know, you feel like you're playing and you're being paid. So I sat down and I said, come, what am I doing? What am I doing here? This is not me. You can never be fulfilled doing what is not you, you know, doing something that you don't love, you understand? So that was how I quit, actually, after having my second child, my daughter. I just felt like, you know what, I can't just keep deceiving myself. This is just not me, you know. And I bowed out, because what keeps you going in a job is the passion, I believe. Is the passion you have, is the devotion, you know, how committed you are to it. If you love something, you go out and you get it. So yeah, that's what kept me going.